Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. This is just a primer that I know works and helps my foundation stick very well throughout. So now we're going to go in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. This is $16. This is, of course, this is a new product. This is cruelty-free. It doesn't say too much about it. It just says the skin is perfecting medium buildable coverage. The formula creates a healthy skin-like finish. Get coverage and hydration with the same good-for-you ingredients like hyaluronic acid for your healthiest looking skin ever. So basically it's just a medium coverage foundation to look very, very healthy. So $16. It is also oil-free and vegan, and it comes in 42 shades, which is a lot, so that's really nice. So the other ColourPop foundation and concealer I hated. I never liked them. So hopefully I like this one. I feel like it's a pretty good shade too. Let's go ahead and pump it out onto the sponge. Probably put too much, so I'm going to put it on this part of the face. Actually, we're going to tuck the hair. I put too much, so I'm going to put it over here as well. Ooh, that product goes a long way. The product goes a really long way. Let's put it on the nose as well. And with foundations, I typically always like to go over my eyelids, which another thing is I have a lot of redness on my skin, but my eyelids are actually stained red right now from red eyeshadow. So put this over it. Obviously I haven't blended it out good on both sides. So I'm going to try to do that quickly. So good. I mean, it's blending nicely. I don't feel like it's drying down too fast either, which is nice. And it says a buildable coverage, but I still feel like it looks pretty good. I might add a little bit right here. So far so good. I feel like this shade matches me pretty well also. Alright, so we have it all over the face. It's not covering up the eyelid area as much, so I might go in with concealer with that. But I'm going to take a little bit. My dogs are fighting. I'm going to take a little bit and just try to build it up right here. I mean, a little bit of product goes a really long way. Let's try out the concealer now, and my viewfinder keeps shutting off, so I'm doing it and can't see anything. So this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. So this is still part of the same line. I believe there's other products like a setting spray towards this line, but this one isn't as new. So we're just going to put it places we need to put concealer at. It's got a flat applicator. Alright, so it's a very, very thick product. I'm going to take it down the nose as well. Definitely didn't need to go into it twice, like the product goes a really long way as well. So let's blend it out. Alright, so I do like it so far. It does look really, really nice. It's definitely like it's pretty full coverage. It's very thick. You can tell that it's a thick and kind of stickier concealer, which is not a bad thing when you're blending it out. I'm taking a little bit more product to go around right here to see how it builds up, because it was a little bit too light coverage right here, so I still saw redness, and I do feel like it is building up pretty well. So I've been having to, because we're wearing face mask, I've been having to take this over my nose and kind of let it bake for a second. So let's see how that works. Without an alibi, it's a lover's fight without an alibi. Okay, so now for the concealer. Okay, so we're going to wipe it off the nose very lightly because I don't want to pull any product off My nose is my most problematic area, so I never judge a product how it applies on my nose, because even my favorite products sometimes don't apply well on my nose, like separates. I don't know why, my nose is stupid. So since we have powder on, I'd like to go over with my sponge and kind of push the powder in so you're not looking as cakey. It makes me look a little bit less crusty. Now we're going to go into like the face products. I'm going to go in with the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This is the darker one. I'm just going to bronze up the face with it very lightly. See how these apply on the foundation. Now I'm going to take the Essence Blush Lighter Blush in Coral Sunset and just put it where the blush goes. To soften everything up, I'm going to take the brush with that leftover translucent powder, just go over on the sides of things, sides of the bronzer and the blush. With my sponge a little bit. Now for highlighter, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Mega Glow. I'll take that and just put it on the cheeks, nose, forehead. I'll set everything in place with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'll do the rest of my face off camera. Okay, so the rest of the makeup is done, and so far it does look really, really good. It looks really good applied. It definitely doesn't look like, it's not too sheer, it's not too cakey or anything like that. It looks really good. So I will be back in 12 hours and we will see how this works. Okay, so we're back. It's been exactly 12 hours since I applied this foundation, and honestly it looks pretty good still. I get really oily right here, which I used to not. So it is oily right there, but that's really easy. You can just fix it with powder. It's a little bit off the nose, but honestly it looks way better than it normally does after wearing a mask all day. But I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like it's definitely not like, it's not like breaking up a little bit right here because of the oil, but you know, that's normal. But I mean, my chin's normally problematic, but it's not being problematic right now. I feel like it looks really good. Oh, and the eyelids. My eyelids, like a lot of times they crease up depending on like what I'm wearing, and they're not doing that right now. I feel like everything looks good. I have like a healthy glow, and like I could just put powder right here to fix that oil. So my opinion on this so far is that it works really good. If I decide not to like it later, I'll let you guys know, but just wearing it for one day for 12 hours, I really like it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what other products you'd like to see me review or what you'd like to see me film, and I will see you guys in my next video.